Oh, welcome back, heroes, to another episode. We will be hitting level 80 on the healer, and then we'll just finish up trying to gear it as best we can. For now, we're gonna stay out here because here's the thing. From what I understand, is when we hit 80, these things jump up to whatever level we need. It's not going to be raid level gear, but getting these are actually going to be really good for us. So that's what we'll work on when we hit 80. We got 7 levels up. Ooh, hold on. There's a boss out here. Let's go see if people are doing it. Because if people are doing it, then we will try to help. Because that's a free piece of gear, possibly, for us. And then we will queue for some dungeons. And try to get that going. I like how we're all just kind of like chilling, waiting. Alright, here we go. I may need to turn down the volume of the fight. Let's turn that down to about there. That's still kind of loud. There we go. Whew. We ended up getting a small vortex. Lose crit and haste. We gain versatility and mastery. It is a jump, so I'm going to go ahead and wear it. Nope. And there's another boss way to the north, so let's go do that. It's going to be great if we, by the way, I got this dragon while doing some dungeons with Devin earlier today. But this is going to be hilarious if we end up getting, or leveling to 80 because these bosses are spawning in such a specific order. Now, we're not really doing a whole lot of healing right now, just because, obviously, we're doing these world bosses, and these world bosses, we're not in a party. I can drop, say, like, Healing Stream Totem, and it will heal what it can. Okay. Golly. Evokers, Devour, Demon Hunters, you can tell are super popular. Looks like we've got some Paladins up in the middle, some Hunters. I think the other reason why I really appreciate casters is we don't tend to have to do a lot of running at the boss moves. We can pretty much just stay in one spot and deal with it from there. more or less. All right, we'd lose int, but we'd gain haste and versatility. And then the other ring, we would lose crit for a little bit of haste and versatility. What does verse give us? Increases the damage and healing done by... fine. I don't think it's what we need, but... Oh, snap. Okay, so now we head back to base camp. And every time we do one of those, we get more currency. And that's what we really want. Plus, we have these here that can give us, you know, there's 10, 20 if we do both of those, plus the XP. Let's go ahead and we want to go with time walking. Because we've got 7 levels left. And we were gaining, like, 2 levels a dungeon, basically, yesterday. There was a couple times where we got a whole bunch of levels. But yeah. While we wait for a time walking dungeon, let's go try and do these quests. Because we're going to need as much of this currency as we can. I have it showing on our backpack, I believe, yeah.
Free them before they end up in an ogre's stew pot.
Okay, 1... I'm a healer, bud.
I need to target something first.
Number 2. Okay. Tank. I need you to take that. We've already completed all the quests here, so we're good. Our tank is a level 26 Vengeance Demon Hunter. We also have a level 80 Frost Mage, a level 80 Assassin's Rogue, and a level 80 Frost Mage. So, 2 Frost Mages and a Rogue for our DPS.
Too far away. I am out of range.
Okay.
I must get closer.
I mean, like, I don't understand why he's just booking it like that. You know what I mean? I mean, I do, but I don't at the same time.
You know what they say about I am out of range. I'll give you more than you can handle. You know what they say.
Meow.
I didn't have a target.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Go Frost Mages. I'm being silenced. Meow. I really hope they fix that glitch at some point. Mage looks so fun. And for our tank, I really thought about doing the Demon Hunter as the tank. But then we'd end up having two Demon Hunters. So I think for our tank class that will start tomorrow if this guy hits 80 today, I think we are going to be doing a Protection Warrior. That just sounds entertaining. It sounds fun to try. Because the last time... Hoarder Ally, we're currently Alliance. The last time I played a warrior was right before Lich King came out. So, excuse me, haven't yawned all day and then I start streaming. I hate that. Yeah, we can help with some DPS.
I require a target.
I tell you what, though, this Demon Hunter is dope as a tank. Not what I meant to hit, but that's fine. Thanks for the follow. Angelo. Let's see. Angelo Alanis. I hope I enunciated your name correctly. Chain heal. But Demon Hunters are overpowered. Like, I legitimately thought about taking away, like, making our Demon Hunter the tank for the setup I'm trying to do. And then just making a another one. Or not like another Demon Hunter, but making another ranged class, like a mage, perhaps.
I must get closer.
Wrong way, tank.
Too far away. I am out of range.
Tank, you're going the wrong way. Now you're going the right way. Okay. But yeah, we're playing on Alliance, though for the most part, that doesn't really matter anymore. Oh, snap. Rogue. And the reason why I say it doesn't matter anymore if you're Horde or Alliance is if you have a pre-made group, you can pretty much do all of the content with anyone from the Horde or the Alliance in your party. Which is nice. I really like that.
I need to target something first. I cannot attack that target.
Messed with a priest today because I was talking about that yesterday. Was that I had originally for healing I wanted to go disc priest, so I messed around with that today. Not a fan of disc priest, just FYI. We're gonna hit 75 when the boss dies. At least.
I must get closer.
Why? There's no truth in it. No, no, no. Only in the taking. I see that now. Stay. Enjoy your final moments.
No.
Finish it. Finish it.
Come on, you can do it.
Swear by the Dragon Queen, you'll never see daylight. Dragon. Life binder.
There. Oh, we jumped from 74 to 77. Let's go ahead and grab, let's see. Your Earthen Shield has an additional 3 charges and heals for 25% more. The healing, yes. The charges doesn't matter because we now have, Earthen Shield, no, where is it? We have one that makes it to where it no longer has a timer. And I don't remember what skill point that was. Reduces the cooldown of Nature's Guardian by 15 seconds and causes it to heal for an additional 10% of your maximum health. Eh. Your next, let's see. Your next healing or damaging spell is instant, costs no mana, and deals 10% increased damage and healing. If you know Nature's Swiftness, it is replaced by Ancestral Swiftness. It is and causes Ancestral Swiftness to call an ancestor to your side for 12 seconds. Okay. Increases your maximum mana, or using a spell that with a cast time increases the duration of Spirit Walker's Grace and Spirit Walker's Aegis by 1 second. up to a maximum of 4 seconds. Let's go with mana. Okay. We want to leave instance group. Da, 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 da.
The Blood Eye have taken many of our soldiers captive. Free them before they end up in an ogre's stew pot.
Four. Five. Just need 3 more. And if we're careful, we won't have to really fight anything either. One more. And there we go.
Shudder to think what awaited them.
That was a huge jump in XP too. Alright, no bosses are up, but we do have this right here. Let's go do that, because that will put us at 78, which means we will have 2 levels left to go. Oh, bosses are up, so we gotta go figure out which one people are doing real fast.
I require a target. I do not have a target.
Alright, more people have shown up. Nice. I healed that dude as best as I could for now. But yeah, I think we're gonna do a prot warrior for tanking.
First, I require a target.
Alright, there's 78. 2 levels left. Red Eye the Skull Weaver. Or Skull Hewer? Skull Chewer. It's a kind of gross name. Oh, well, it was a giant dog, so that makes sense. They already took out that one over there. So we should have gone to that one and then dropped back this way, but that's fine. Alright, we did get our next point. Let's go ahead and throw that there. And then our next 2 points will go here.
The Twilight's blade have returned to mine the Elementium depths. Do not let them keep what they find.
Well, this is going to be fun. So we got to go through, possibly take out some stuff. But we're looking for these surplus deposits. And arresting. Okay. Ooh, this guy's got some... a little bit of extra health on him.
I require a target.
Come on. Come on.
Too far away. I do not have a target.
Boom.
I cannot attack that target.
There's 50. 60. We need 40 more. Come on. You can give me more deposits. $67. I don't think the deposits will respawn up here, but should be alright.
I need to target something first.
I want to finish this quest, and then we can queue for another dungeon.
I do not have a target.
84, getting close. All right. And kaboom.
I
And
need to
kaboom.
target something first.
Thanks there, warrior. 96, we need 4 more. And we are definitely Dang. I don't think there's any going up this ladder either. Oh. Okay, whatever. Boom, boom. Like, this part's the easy part. Like, just taking these guys out. Because thankfully they don't do a whole lot of damage to us.
I do not have a target. I require a target.
Perhaps we can repurpose these materials.
There we go. Look at that. That almost leveled us. So, we get one more dungeon and we're done. I mean, either way we would have been done, but... Like... Now we're at 44. Now, here's the thing. If every slot costs 10, you would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 140. $140 is what we need. Oops, says there's a boss out that way. Hopefully it's still there when we get closer. Come on, still be there when we land.
I am out of range.
Whew.
I need to target something first.
There's level 79. That's another upgraded shield. Well, time walking doesn't seem to need healers right now. But yeah, we need 140, and we currently have 46. So we need 100 more, which is a lot. And I didn't count weapons because the weapons, I think you have to get off the bosses themselves. There are no weapons here. This is all armor and trinkets. And then we do have some really good gear unless this stuff jumps way up when we hit level 80. Because right now it's 82. It might jump up to like 90, but I doubt it. But we'll see here in just a minute. But we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces that are level 102 that someone gave us the other day. Oh, a DPS decided to dip. Really? There we go. Let's do this. This demon hunter really knows what he's doing.
I'm gonna have a target.
He's not even the tank, which is hilarious. And boop. I forgot, what does this skill do? Summon a totem at the target location. It's a Healy.
I need to target something first.
Boom, come on.
I require a target.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was like, why can't I loot? Oh, this guy's nuts. I mean, he definitely knows his stuff. Because we're not struggling to keep everybody up. I feel bad for the tank, because the level 64 dwarf tank ain't getting to do nothing. In heroic, you have to interrupt that. The more I look at that, though, the more I'm like, just from a mobilities perspective, I think uh, instead of doing a protection warrior, we should do the uh, our demon hunter should change from devour. No, I like the devourer. That's going to be our spellcaster. So yeah, we're going to have to go either prop warrior, which is the one that I think we should do. We could do the druid, the bear tank, right? There's the brewmaster monk, which I don't like at all. Like if I uh-oh. I got impaled. Let's see what else. Paladin. I'm not a fan of the paladin. Alright, there's level 80. So unless we're trying to get more time walking things, which we can go to, we can do a couple things to check gear now. Go here, leave instance group. I appreciate that, Angelo. But let's check a couple things. So now we can look at this guy. His gear was 82 just a minute ago when we were level 79. And now it is, whoa, 121, and it costs more. So we've doubled it. So instead of it being 140, we need now 280 in order for this to work. And then I want to check something here. Since we're going healer now. So we're going to go classes. We want to go, we hit 80. And I want to go, where's Shaman? Restoration Shaman. Let's look at... Okay, so we are Farseer currently. There's also Totemic. Totemic Shamans excel in unlocking the full power of their totems, strengthening their totems, and getting access to new ones. They also hone their imbuement skills to maintain their threat up close. Why would we want to do that? Alright, so Farseer, the idea behind these talents is to give you high baseline healing and utility, and we include the Acid Rain talent for its ability to make Healing Rain do both healing and DPS, which is at a premium in small group environments. Unleash Life allows for near permanent uptime of one ancestor and its mandatory talent in Farseer builds, which tend to have better spread healing due to stronger healing wave casts, with Maelstrom Supremacy and Wind Speaker, which turn into more wind whispering waves, cleave healing. Or we can do Totemic. Says the general idea behind these talents is to give you high baseline healing and utility, including picking acid. Okay. Healing type totem works better with Totemic also, due to the new additional effects of Split Stream and the new Primal Catalyst talent. First Ascendant is the favored way to boost it in this talent build, as we are skipping deeply rooted elements in favor of Downpour, since relying on random healing procs for healing checks can be deadly when you're also solo healing the key. Chain Heal and its support talents combo with the Totemic Hero talents, as you will be able to cast many of them for free with Lively Totems whenever you use Healing Stream Totem, which has a nice cooldown. Okay. Okay, well let's try totemic. We're gonna export. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna go to new loadout. Call it totem. Save. And then under totem, we're gonna go import. So not any changes over here, but a whole ton of changes over here for our totem build. So now we have Surging Totem. Summons a totem at the target location. Maintains healing rain with 20%. So this right here. We can drop that. I'm going to take a bunch of this stuff off my bar here. Healing Tide Totem. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Can I go options here, quick casting? Can I quick cast what's the name of that skill? Heroism cannot be quick cast. Okay, that sucks. That's fine. All right. Okay, so don't need you. Got it. All right. This and this. Which totem was this one? Healing Tide Totem? Yes. We just got to make sure that when we use Healing Tide Totem, we don't accidentally overdo it with Healing Stream Totem. Okay. Chain Heal. Earth and Element, just in case we need that. That could be a nice little tank for us for a little bit. Let's see here. Gust of Wind, Wind Shear, Lightning Bolt. I think that's everything. Yeah. I mean, that, for now, that's everything. We can attempt it, but we throw that totem out, that totem out, And then as soon as it goes down, we can pop this totem next. Okay. Alright, so 71, 70, 81, 75, 71, 77, 79, 82. Okay, so necklace is probably going to be the first one that we need to do. And then we were wanting to look at stats too. Like, what are our primary stats here that we're looking for? We want to go with stat priority. There we go. Okay, stat priority for this. They usually give you like a breakdown of what our stat. There we go. So haste and crit strike are equal. Then versatility and mastery. So we want haste, crit strike, versatility. That's what we're looking for. Versatility, mastery, crit haste. So this is the one that we want. Okay, then we've got 20 more. So the next piece would be, I guess, our back. So that's crit mastery. Mastery is dead last. We don't want to worry about mastery. That's haste versatility. That one's okay. And then this one's crit versatility. So I'd rather have haste. We only lose 9 crit that way. And this way we just lose the mastery. So that's actually probably better for us. Yeah, we'll go with this one. There we go.
Sunwell's glory shine on you.
Oh. Get there in time. Oh. Oh. Dang, they just cleared it. A lot of people sit up here and then just keep their map open. Am I able to move the zone map? No, that's not something I can move. Dang. No, stop. Let's take that off. There we go. Whew. So, haste crit first. That's what we're looking for. Angela, if you're still on, you're more than welcome to toss me an invite. If you're wanting to do dungeons, I'm not really set to do like heroics or anything, but You're more than welcome to send me an invite. I like how it says item level's 85, but it shows 79 right there. And I don't have... Oh, because we still have all this. Nope. That's now sellable. That's better. So we can sell that. There's apparently a boss up. Looks like they're heading for this one first. And then... Boots. Oh, we're in combat. Woo, lag.
I require a target. I need to target something first.
That was a lot of healing numbers right there. I like that. I don't know if it's going to be necessary, but I want to make sure that I'm keeping my heals down for whoever needs it. I'm here, name and server. So, name is HHG Elemental. And we're on Agewin? Agewin? I don't know. But I'm pretty much... Yes. But I'm primarily going to just be sticking to trying to get currency right now that we're 80. Because this is going to be really good gear out here that I can get. Look at that. Bam, 121. Just upgraded our thing. It's haste and mastery, which isn't that great for us, but it's an upgrade, so we'll take it. Okay. If I remember correctly, this is the one where you have to click the little orbs that spawn. I'm not seeing any, like these right there. So you kind of want to have people that spread out a little bit so that when those orbs do spawn, people can just click them. They're not spawning very fast, though, over here on the riverbed. There's another one there. I don't see any back here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Jeez. So they're spawning all that direction. Yay. Alright, almost time. Yeah, it's like AEG something something. What does this one do? Summon a totem at your feet for 10 seconds, which pulses every 1.7 seconds, healing all party or raid members within 46 yards. Jeez! Okay. So we got a staff. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and grab it. We're going to go ahead and replace these two, because it was an 82 and a 79 for a 121. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Is everybody picked up? Yeah. Another boss this direction. Okay.
I need to target something first. I must get closer. I require a target.
There we go. Look at all those heals go. And the fact that I can pop that one every minute and a half is awesome. Okay.
Then I have a target.
Back up to 11. Oh, there's a chest piece.
I cannot use that.
What? Aw, it gave us a plate? Alright, well. I don't know. A warrior might be able to wear that when he hits 80. I guess. still glitched. Yay, that's fun. Another boss just spawned. So, I mean, as you can see, like, this is where you want to kind of be. I mean, we're getting decent stuff. Like, we're up to 13, so we're not getting a lot of the whatchamacallits. Okay, where's everybody? I want to be where everyone else is. There we go. Throw that, so everybody gets health.
I require a target.
But like, this is kind of where you want to be once you hit 80 with any character. Any of your alts. Any like your main, if you don't already have better gear on your main, this is where you want to be. And I'd say even do this while you're leveling too. Like, this would be a good thing to do while leveling, especially if you're a DPS and it takes a lot longer to get into dungeons for DPSs. Then I would recommend queue for your time walking dungeon and just be out here. Which is probably what we'll end up doing when we start working on the tank. And, like, you know, just some of the other classes that I'm working on to see what I think of them. Alright, so we have the exact same belt, so that's sellable. That's a bummer. And then we just wait for another boss. Every boss is on a 10-minute timer. So you're constantly doing stuff out here, which is good. Choo, choo, choo. This character's not been there to do that. We don't need any of these now, because we're level 80. We might go to... we might go turn this in the Isle of Dorn. But I don't know. Let's see. Let's go. So we don't really need time walking anymore. You may not meet the requirements for any dungeon in this category. In order for us to do, we need to be 101 and we're currently 91 in order to do heroics. Oh, there's a boss up. Right down here in the river. There, we were helpful.
I need to target something first.
The amount of self-healing that people can do out here is crazy. What the heck are you? A Death Knight?
I require a target.
Now, I will say, everything that we're picking up right now is capable of being upgraded in the Isle of Dorn. You'll notice that we are at 1 of 8 of all of them. So there is a reason to go to the Isle of Dorn once we get all of the gear we can. All the gear that we can. Because all this stuff can be upgraded to our set items if we wanted. Ah. My DPS is bugged. There we go.
I need to target something first.
Pole arm. Can't use it, but we can definitely put it on a different character later on. And we are now up to 19. One more boss, and we will be able to... what you call it? We'll be able to go purchase another piece for ourselves. Let's see. I do want to see what this polearm looks like. Man, not that great, if I'm being honest. Unleash Light's cooldown is reduced by 3 seconds, and its direct healing is increased by 100%. At 4, you get Unleash Light's effect, an additional spell cast by 100%. Galactic Warmonger's chest guard. Versatility increased by 6% while in war mode. So this is PvP nonsense. Your spells and abilities can beseech the world tree for a fragment of their power, granting you 40 to a random stat. Oh, there's 2 bosses over here back to back. Is the other one that Etten? Okay.
I require a target. I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I require a target.
And I see the... Get it off me! I'm an itty bitty little Hilo. Hilo, Hilo, Hilo. Okay, that hasn't started yet, so we're good there. What? Go away. I wonder if he went 15, if he meant 15 mil. Which I don't think is possible anymore. After all the squishes that happened. Excuse me.
I do not have a target.
We're up to 21. And we need the stupid little orbs that spawn. Like that right there. And the one that was in there. We need more bombs. Oop, there's one way over there. Okay, they got it. We need more. He's got that one. Now we got crap spawning behind us. He got that one. He's got that one. Good. We've got more people looking for him. You wanna take over? Take this guy?
I need to target something first.
I have a feeling everybody's leaving for the other one. I think everybody's going for this guy there. Because, like, these stupid orbs just don't spawn fast enough. There we go. There we go. Wow, that's leather. Why not? For now, we can. We'll hold on to it. Maybe if we make a boomkin or something. Okay, so we've got one way down over here.
I need to target something first. I require a target.
Okay. Um, Shoot, maybe that's what we go instead of the prot warrior. Maybe we go with the bear druid just because it does have more versatility if we ever needed to change it to something else. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I don't know what kind of tank I really want to make.
I need to target something first. I must get closer.
Ooh.
I do not have a target.
There we go. Dang. We're getting a bunch of stuff to level up our gear. We're just not getting a whole lot of gear upgrades we need. But we're at 26, so we can go buy another piece of gear. Which is what it looks like all these guys are coming up here to do.
Glory to the sin.
Alright, so we got it back. We've got a necklace. Yeah, we should probably grab chest piece. Oh, that's a different back. That was Haste Mastery. Ooh. Crit versatility. No, Mastery was at the bottom if I remember correctly. It was Haste, Crit, Versatility if I remember correctly. So we're good there. This one's Haste, Versatility. Oh, but that's cloth. Gross. That one's leather. Here we go. Haste versatility. Bam. So we're on page 3 when it comes to armor. So we need helmet next. Versatility mastery. Gross. And that's all plate. So yeah, we're page 3 and 4. Okay. Yeah, not bad. I mean, there's some stuff here that, you know, we definitely want the helm next, shoulder plates after that, pants after that. You know what I mean? So like, let's replace all the 70s and 80s before we try and replace the 102s. So we already have that, so we can sell it. Shield is pointless for us.
Sun, chase your shadows.
Made it just in time for the boss. That's what I like to see. Oh, 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 come on. Oh my gosh, stop with that. Alright. I really dislike the stupid knockback. Dang, no gear out of that one either. Okay, and Crashland. Oh, he's hearthing somewhere.
You wish to buy? Trade? Welcome. Browse at your leisure.
Interesting. That's where they're going. Okay. I think after this these two bosses right here, we'll try and do one more dungeon, and then I'm gonna need to get food to eat, because I am starving. Where y'all landed? I'll heal. Okay. Okay. Ow. And smushity smush smush mush. Ugh. I almost think we should just switch back over to DPS. I mean, I do like the fact that we're getting plenty of practice doing heals, but at the same time, we're not really needing to get any heals. Aw, why you gotta charge at me, bruh? I'm just a little bitty healer. Oh, got a crossbow for the hunter. If we ever do that. I can see it. It's one of the Orby ones. Crash land here. I don't know how full it is. Let's go look and see. Alright. Everybody else is running around doing it. It's fine. Aw. Hmm. Oh well. I don't know how Homie G got up there, but it won't let me up there. Right next to one. Click it, you special. You. We need like one, maybe two more. There he is. That, hit that, hit that. Oh, hopefully he gives us a piece of gear for us. Otherwise, we gotta wait. Basically, it's like every day at least 2 of those daily quests seems to spawn. That were all around the map. Let's see, we'll pick this up. Cloth hands. Golly. Ashley, no. Then she came back. Used to play with Ashley, or Ginger as we called her back then. Used to play with her an absolute ton. But yeah. Choo, 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 choo. And I promise, after this one, we will queue for a dungeon, do it, and then I'm gonna go get me something to eat, because it is like 7 o'clock. I'm a wee hungry. Ugh. But yeah, tomorrow we are 100% going to be working on a tank. Because we got to get a tank up, and we also need to get a melee DPS up too. Hello? There we go. And we already have a back piece. No, versatility is apparently the one that we want, so... We will do a time walking dungeon. I doubt we get any gear from it, but that's what we will work on. While we wait for the queue, though, we will hopefully try and get at least one more boss done, because we're at 16. We get 4 more pieces, we get to buy another piece of gear. If I had known that, I wouldn't have bought... Like, if I had known that it was going to jump up that high in gear, then way early on when we bought, like, the rings and stuff, I wouldn't have done that. We'll do the dungeon. So far, I've thrown one heal and just done DPS.
I need to target something first.
15 Ret Paladin, a Shadow Priest at level 80, a level 44 Frost Death Knight. I just made a Death Knight that's also a Worgen, but he's unholy. I'm thinking about testing out Frost just to see how it goes, but I don't know what that symbol means.
I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I require a target.
Oh, I've been stunned.
I do not have a target.
And then I got stunned again. Balonies, bruh. Balonies. There we go. This is a great group because, like, even though I'm not doing a lot of DPS, I'm also getting to do DPS instead of being like, oh no, I gotta make sure I click that and click this and click that. Like, this group is doing really good. This bear tank is phenomenal. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. So, yeah, good group. I think the tank could pull a little more. Because I'm honestly only using one skill for healing right now.
I need to target something first.
I think I like this form of healing so far a little better. I haven't gotten whatever proc it says I'm supposed to get for chain heal, but that's okay. I mean, we're getting a ton of healing done really with just... I don't like the fact that the tank is out healing me. That's terrible, but everybody on here has got a bunch of self heals, so oh, close. I don't know what's goofing up, but it needs to stop. Duplicate load layout index found, 1 for party frame, member frame, 2 aura frame container. Interface add-ons, Blizzard shared. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay, so the gear we're getting in here is 102. So still upgrades compared to some of our gear, but not all of our gear. Okay. I think after I eat, I will probably go ahead and just start working on the warrior tonight. Now that we've hit 80, this character just needs to do some bosses, get a couple more pieces of gear will get us to the 101 mark. Then we can start doing heroics with it. And basically at this point, like, I'm just trying to get the best gear that I can without having to do like raids or any of that kind of stuff, or mythics. And that way when Midnight releases in March, this will be our primary healer. My goal is to have 4 different characters, so that if I do get into a raiding guild, or make a raiding guild, or get whatever, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have it to where we're able to have, you know, if we're like, oh, we're short a tank tonight, I have a tank, you know what I mean? Or it's, hey, we're short a healer, I have a healer, or a melee DPS, or a range DPS, whatever the group needs, I'm gonna end up having. Especially if I can get like Devin and my brother and my sister-in-law all on at the same time, then, you know, we'll be able to, no matter what anybody wants to play, I'll have something that can match that group, right? So if my brother's like, oh, I got heals, and Devin's like, oh, well, I've got tanking, then I could be like, okay, well, I've got, you know, melee DPS, range DPS, depending on what we may need for that dungeon or whatever we're doing. And then, you know, or if, you know, three of them are like, oh, well, we're going DPS, well, okay, that means I gotta go tank or heals, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the idea that I have going on, and so especially when Midnight releases, we may be able to start doing like Dragonflight raids as just like a 4-man group. So I think that would be pretty dope. But that's going to require us to be somewhat geared.
I need to target something first.
Your pathetic failure will serve as a warning to all. You are damned. Arise and carry out the Master's will.
I return! A second chance to carve your skull!
Dang it. I don't know why it's doing that. I mean, it's an upgrade for now, so we'll go ahead and do it. You've complete, okay, yeah. Alright, let's, we are going to leave instance group. I want to go check on two things, because we've never done the vault on this character. So I can't imagine that the vault is going to be an actual thing here. B returns us to Dalaran. What? Okay, well, Dalaran's where we can go anyway, so that we can see what we can buy with that, if it's any good for our character. And then we can use the portal to go to Stormwind to then go to the Isle of Dorn. I'm gonna guess there's some stuff we can buy. Holy cow. So 92. So still a huge upgrade here. Buy the gloves. Boots we already got better. Ring. This is agility ring. Int with crit versatility. Crit haste. Necklace, we already got a higher rated one. Chest, we already got a higher rated one. Trinkets. Crit strike. There you go. We can start doing heroics as early as tomorrow. Crit mastery. No, mastery we did not want. Okay. And we already bought that mount. We already bought... Oh, we don't have that mount. And we don't have... So these two mounts we do not have yet. But we did get that mount. And we don't have that one either. So there's still, what? 1, 2, 3... 3 mounts. So we still need 15,000 more time warp badges to buy those. Okay. So now that we did that, because I still want to double check one thing before we log off of this character for now. Like I said, this will be the one that I use off camera for now. We'll work on the warrior when we come back tonight. And see how well the warrior does as a tank. If we're not feeling it, we're going to change it to one of the other classes that can tank until we find a tank that we like. That's going to be the crucial part. Because I haven't tanked in a very, very long time. It seems to be pretty darn simple. Durnagal. Even though we have not done the quest line for this zone yet, like at all, on this character. Okay. And then we want to mount up. There's one thing that I want to check here. Because it says it was turn-inable.
Speak and be heard. The Titans will return.
So I don't think this character can do anything in this vault because it didn't do anything in the previous week. But yeah, so I can tell you this. Delves are the easiest way to get a piece of gear besides dungeons. I mean, if you're doing mythic dungeons, that might be better than doing the delves. But if all you're trying to do is get that gear upgraded, just do delves. I do want to check. Goes to crit mastery. No. It does change it to one of the Furs of Channeled Fury, which increases our healing, which would be good, but we don't... Mastery is the last thing that we need on this. We would lose haste and versatility and get crit and mastery. We've got a bunch of these, though. What about our back piece? What's our back piece do? What? Our versatility would go up, our crit would go down, respectively by 5 points. That doesn't make sense. Hmm. Wait, why does it say mastery was the one we don't need a bunch of? Because it said haste and crit were equal. Hold on, let's go back and relook at that. Because that's not making sense to me. Because what it's saying, it says the basic stats for Restoration Shaman should be item level number 1. Duh. Then it says haste and crit are together, then versatility and mastery. Take note that mastery gains value in doing difficult content where players are more likely to drop to low health, such as progressive raiding and rated PvP. It can be considered to be almost on par with the best stats in these types of content. Also, haste has even more value if you are focused on damage dealing and being a battle shaman for soloing and in mythic plus keys. In order to gain 150, you need different amounts of stat rating. This means that some stats naturally scale better than others, even before diminishing returns kicking in after you hit 30% of a non-mastery stat. Mastery stats at 24% effect for Restoration Shaman, since our mastery point to mastery percent conversion rate is 3. Sky Fury 24%. Starter plus 90% stat soft cap on the character sheet. So, I'm so confused. Hmm. It's like versatility increases damage and healing done by 4.83%, but mastery specifically increases our healing. So, I mean, I guess higher rated gear. Whatever. I'll do this, and then I want to check something too. Okay, can't do it again. But if we do this, we gain crit and versatility. We lose some haste, which is like our. I'd rather have haste over crit, sort of. Hmm. I'll wait till I get other pieces of gear before I start doing that. I wanna try and get the set bonus for here. Now, as far as currency goes, we've got 60 of the carved, 5 of the weathered, so need way more of these, honestly. And then Valor Thorns you gotta have a ton of. Resonance Crystals, need a ton of those. And then for Dragonflight, we don't really need any Dragon Isle supplies, but it is what it is. But this character hasn't really done anything else, so... But there's that. I will work on this person a little bit more off camera. Probably do some stuff with Devin and my brother and sister-in-law and all that fun stuff. But this will probably be what I help Devin level his character with. Sure, whatever, dude. So there's that. We will be back after I get something to eat, guys, and we will start on the tank. Like I said, we're going to start off with a warrior tank, see how that works. If we don't like it, we'll be back shortly. But stay safe out there, have fun, and we'll catch you in the next one. Stay legendary, heroes. Peace out.